Hey, Pastor Jeremy here. We're wrapping up a series I've been doing on Jesus and social media. What I did is I've taken the paraphrase of Jesus' most famous teaching from the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5 through 7. And I've taken the paraphrase called The Message by Eugene Peterson, and I've just adapted it to make it apply directly to our Facebook and online interactions. Today we finish up. We hear the conclusion of Jesus' teaching. So may we open our ears to hear and take to heart these words that Jesus calls his followers to follow. And in doing so, may we shine some light into this current darkness, and may we spread love where there's so much hate, hostility, and division. So we conclude, beginning with chapter 7, verse 21. Jesus said to his disciples, knowing the correct password, saying, Master, Master, for instance, isn't going to get you anywhere with me. What is required is serious obedience, doing what my Father wills. I can see it now, at the final judgment, thousands strutting up to me saying, Master, we posted Christian memes and Bible verses all over our Facebook page. We bashed the demons and online trolls. Our God-sponsored projects had everyone talking and tweeting about us on social media. Do you know what I'm going to say? You missed the boat. All you did was use me to make yourselves look important. You don't impress me one bit. You're out of here. See, these words I speak to you are not incidental additions to your life, homeowner improvements to your standard of living. They're foundational words, words to build a life and a positive social media presence on. If you work these words into your life and your online interactions, then you're like a smart carpenter who built his house on solid rock. The rain poured down, the river flooded, the tornado hit, but nothing could move that house. It was fixed to the rock. But if you just use my words in Bible studies, don't practice them in your social media engagement, you're like a stupid carpenter who built his house on the sandy beach. When the storm rolled in and the waves came up, it collapsed like a house of cards, or a hacked account, or a fried hard drive. When Jesus concluded his address, the World Wide Web burst into applause, and the Sermon on the Mount was the #1 trending topic for an entire hour. They had never heard teaching like this, and it was apparent that he was living everything he was saying. Quite a contrast to their religion teachers. This was the best teaching they had ever heard or read. So, let all who have ears to hear tweet this. Amen. Amen. Well, brothers and sisters, as the election comes closer, I have encouraged my congregation, our community, to just get off social media altogether. At least tone it down and limit your exposure. We are being fed all sorts of information that is half-truths and not constructive. And as Christians, we need to not divide along partisan lines, but we need to stand in the middle, hold hands with both sides of the aisle, and pull both parties towards a greater vision of Jesus and his teachings and the justice and peace he wants to bring to our world. Let me just finish by sharing some texts. Texts for taming the tongue. I have lots of these, but just a few to take to heart as we wrap up this series. Ecclesiastes 10:14. Fools talk way too much, chattering stuff they know nothing about. Proverbs 16:24. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Proverbs 12:18. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Colossians 4:5-6. Live wisely among those who are not believers, and make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation be gracious and attractive, so that you will have the right response for everyone. In Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. God bless you. Be the church. Follow Jesus. And shine your light. We'll see you next time.